And Marcus Allen.
I'm a Raiders fan. Born in Oakland, I will always be loyal to the silver and black.
I'm a Raider because I came back to the Bay from LA with my team.
I'm an Oakland Raider fan because of my grandmother. Town business.
I'm a Raider fan. My grandmother raised me as a Raider fan. Tailgate, and people give you a beer. I mean, for real, like, because you're a Raider, and we got you. So it's just
that's how this is going.
Everything. I mean, I just remember, to me, what hooked me more than anything in the world was walking in and everyone just Raiders! And that was it. Oh my God! What went through my body there?
Yep.
Hey, what is up, Raider Nation? How are you? Welcome to the Tailgate of Raiders YouTube. I'm one of your hosts tonight, Spicy Raider Girl, and I'm here with Mother Moon. What's up, Mother Moon?
Hi, everyone. What's going on? Welcome.
You're on mute, I think. Did you mute yourself?
Well, we're going to try.
All right, we're going to
try. Let's see. There it is.
Now I'm back up.
All right. So we'll get all good. Anyway, so yeah, we are taking callers tonight. Of course, you all know that. So we want to hear, there's some hot topics today from the press conference. We all know what happened over the past 7 days, and hearing from everyone today, from Derek Carr, Waller, Mad Max, and of course the interim head coach. So we want to hear your comments on all of those things, and we'll give you our opinions, of course, as well, because that's why you're here, right? And also, if you are watching on YouTube, or excuse me, if you're watching on Facebook, Spicy Raider Girl page, come over to YouTube. Make sure to join the conversation over here. If you're commenting over there, we cannot see those comments. And we'll let you know when we'll take the callers, because we'll put the call-in number on the screen. So before we get to that, I do just want to make a quick statement here regarding my favorite. You all know I love my little buddy, little Chucky Gruden. So I just want to say this before we get into the show. I fully support my little buddy, little Chucky. Please remember, he's a 6-year-old kid. He does not comprehend the situation. He does not understand what has happened. What he does understand is the little Chucky persona, and that's how he expresses himself as a Raiders fan. With that said, to take something away from him that's really all he knows since he's 3, he's 6 now, and to take it away so abruptly, something that he loves, something that he knows, something that's how he expresses himself at the Raiders game as a young Raiders fan, I think would be unfair to him. It's obviously up to his parents to decide if they want to do that, and if they want to keep the little Chucky persona going. We fully support that. So the message here is just really, please be kind to him online. Please do not use his photos as memes or as butt of your jokes. Please, especially if you see him in person, be kind to him. Take a photo with him. Don't be an adult bully to a kind-hearted 6-year-old young man. And then that is what I say to you, Raider Nation. So please be kind to our little Chucky. And I think we're just going to call him Little Chucky from now on, too, moving forward, by the way.
Amen.
As a little side note there. So I want to bring in everyone else, the rest of the cast here.
All right.
Of course, Mother Moon's not going to be working tonight, I guess.
I'm going to be, can you hear me?
No. Mighty
Nope.
Thor, what's up?
Yo. What's up,
And
Raider
of
Nation?
course, yeah, Omar, Bila.
What's up,
How you
folks?
doing? What's up? What's up to everybody in the chat line? My girl Raider Vanessa, once a Raider, always a Raider. All right, I'm gonna agree with that, because I've said it before, and I think if we're gonna use that statement, I suppose it has to be used worldwide. Oh my goodness. All right. First of all, okay. All right, let's get into some ground rules here about the calling in stuff, okay? Y'all calling already. We 2 minutes into the show. I haven't given you the number. And if you have my number and I didn't give it to you at all, that's a problem right there. You're going to find yourself on the block list. Oh, second of all, we're not doing FaceTime call-ins, okay? Nobody signed up for that.
Wow, somebody got something to say. I love it.
Yeah, people ready. People
love it.
Slow your roll. Anyway. Okay, seriously. Stop. Not you guys. I don't know if you can hear the phone ringing, but whoever's calling, please don't call right now. We're not doing calls. We're not doing calls yet. We're
Make
getting
sure
there.
you call back because I want to hear what you got to say, man. I
Sure,
love it.
yes, call back. Call back
I
when
love
it's
it. I
appropriate.
wanna
And
hear
call
it.
back on the call-in number because I haven't even put the call-in number up, so I'm not even sure how you know my phone number. Shoot. I'm a little scared. Anywho. So anyway, let's say what's up to the rest of the chat line. Q, what's up? Reef. Oh, I'm sure he's gonna call in. He always got something to say.
Damn.
Right. That one should be interesting. Speaking of, I'm gonna call you out here just a little bit. Not really call you out, but you reminded me because I know you got a lot to say. We are going to try to keep the calls shorter amount of time, 5 minutes or something like that, because we do want to hear from everyone. I know most of you have messaged me today saying you have something to say and we want to hear from everyone, but just let us get there and we're going to give everyone their time. What's up, Mr. Beyond? Juan Hernandez, what's up? What's up, Raider Nation? Arizona Raider Nation media always in the house and always a good time. What's up, Cisco? And here, an approved message from Lil Chucky's mama right there. So I'm sure she would appreciate we all respecting her son, her family, and just really our Raider Nation family, right? Let Lil Chucky be Lil Chucky. If you want to be Lil Chucky, let him be Lil Chucky.
Be grown folk, man. He's a child. Be grown folk. Who talks to kids like that?
Compartmentalize.
You got love for kids and old people. I mean,
right?
I'll help you with the process if you need help.
Yes, definitely. All right, let's get there's a presser today. Obviously, I don't know who got to see it, but we'll definitely recap it. It was the first one that went was the interim coach, and I'm going to try to say this correctly. Rich Bashashia? Is that how you say it? No, I butchered that.
ICB.
Coach B.
Coach B. Interim Coach B.
It's funny because somebody asked him a question and they totally botched it too, and he had to correct them. So I'm okay. Interim Coach B. I like that. He began with an opening statement that he had mentioned that he had written beforehand, and he wanted to just let everybody know that he and Gruden are. By the way, what's the drinking game? I feel like it should be Gruden. Are we going to say Gruden like 400 times tonight?
Yeah, you could have people laid out if Gruden is.
I know, right? Yeah. I know.
Yeah. You're trying to kill people. That's not cool. You're next in trouble.
All right, there we go. The drinking game tonight is Gruden. So every time we say Gruden, you got to drink, toke, or twerk. Oh my goodness gracious! This is going to be a long night, right?
Can people have free skips?
No, I got my bottle handy because I knew it was gonna be. So yeah, he started.
What's happening?
What's up? Yeah, he started out by Coach Interim B started out by saying, that he and Gruden have been friends. He was grateful for Gruden for hiring him in 2018. But then he also said, of course, like they're all gonna say they have a job at hand and they're going to move forward. Actually, before he spoke, Mike Mayock spoke, and I thought it was perfectly elegant. I thought he was well spoken. I thought he touched on all the right points. I thought he said all the right things, but not just said all the right things. I felt like he really meant what he was saying. It was sincere. So that was all. Obviously, he went first. Coach went second, right? And then, of course, we had Carr, Waller, and Mad Max. I think were the other three. Some notable things for today that kind of went down. Waller was not at practice. I'm not sure the reason behind that. However, he did show up for the presser. He did do that. Carl Nassib requested a personal day that they granted him. So things are still kind of happening. It is a Wednesday before a Sunday game, obviously. So there's little time here, and there's this huge distraction that obviously we're not focused on practice and whatnot. Thor, did you have a chance to see any of the press conference?
Honestly, I was running around all day. I really didn't. I just whatever. I know you've been sending me stuff all day, and I appreciate it. I've been trying to glance over it.
I've really
been pushing it today, so.
No worries. So I'll give you my take on it, and then you guys can react, and then of course we'll have the callers react. I just want to start, I think, by saying I understand that press conferences are part of the job, and I think that players should be required to do these press conferences. However, I think in these situations, I don't give players something Something's going on. Is that Omar? Omar might take you out. No? Thor? Somebody fussing on something. Okay. So the pressers, they, like I was saying, players should be able to or have to do it. The thing is, I don't think they should have to answer certain questions like the firing of other employees or the mental health of other employees. Like if we were in a real life work situation and somebody called out, you're not going to get your boss isn't going to be like, so how did you feel about so-and-so calling out today because they needed a personal day? Like that would be totally inappropriate. And it would be almost grounds for firing in itself. So one thing in particular that stood out with me with Carr, he said, it's a Wednesday. He said, we have a game to prep for. If we're still in our feelings, then we can't focus on the game and we can't really prepare for it. So at this point, we just need to focus on that and kind of move on from our feelings. And so one of the reporters said, so I don't know if you knew this, but Carl Nassib called and needed a personal day today. So clearly he's still in his feelings. So how do you feel about that? So Carr was fumbling all over the place. He didn't really know how to answer it. He kind of, took it there and said, oh, I just found out about it because I don't know. He's on defense. I'm on offense. We're not in the same room. And it kind of got, I felt a little sorry for, I don't know. I just felt like it was unfair to him that he would have to answer a question like that. And he kind of bounced around all over the place. But what do you guys think about that type of situation?
It's big drama.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's big drama, and they want more of it. The more they can get people, the more they can get Raider players and coaches and execs to talk about it, the more they have to report. You know what I mean? So they try to make a story where there isn't a story, where it's beyond what would normally take place. People are going to have some feelings about it. They know they're professional. They have to move on. So they have to dig. You know what I mean? They're trying to just get beyond that status quo that, of course these guys are dealing with. And and these guys, I think contractually they have to do this. You know what I mean? It's contractual. Remember
they do.
Marshawn Lynch, remember?
They do have to.
I was just going to say, break out Marshawn.
This is why Marshawn Lynch would be like, I'm here because I have to be. Nope, I don't have. You know what I mean?
No, I think it was actually I'm here so I don't get fined.
Right.
Yeah. Sure. I get it. They should have to do it. It is part of their job. But that type of stuff, I feel like it's kind of off limits. That's really starting some drama in between. But that's because that's gonna hurt the team. Those type of questions could hurt the team. Carr answers it the wrong way, and then there's this chemistry in the side of locker room. So, and then the other thing that I thought was
he said no comment. Carr just has to understand.
Sure.
I mean, you got to be smarter than these.
I honestly think have some sort of restrictions on the type of questions you can ask. I mean, some things just are inappropriate to ask. I thought another one of the questions that was given to Darren Waller, which was trying to bait him, and you can I thought I could see the look on his face that was okay. How am I going to answer this? So the reporter basically said, so the first email that came out was about basically Black people. However, they didn't do anything about it until the emails came out about LGBTQ and misogyny. Then they decided to. So how do you feel about them not caring about Blacks? It's like, wow, these questions.
I've actually heard that on the internet a lot. I almost feel like the reporter stole that from people on Facebook and Instagram and all kinds. I've heard that a lot from the jump when it first came out on Friday, and they didn't do nothing. But so I feel like that's a terribly weak question. You couldn't come up with something that you didn't find on Facebook. Man, you need to be fired too.
I mean, there's so many assumptions about why we haven't heard more, why we haven't, why this and this happened. People are just filling in the blanks with questions. You know what I mean? You bring out one part, people's minds are like, okay, we know it's got to be more. You know what I mean? Well, where's anything else? Hey, even I was like, where's Bruce Allen's replies to the emails?
Right. No, that's more exactly. Like I was saying, I don't think Gruden was sending emails back and forth to himself. So there's definitely other people Gruden, drink. It's a drinking game for tonight. Is Gruden every time we say drink, toke, or twerk?
There you go.
Okay, so since we kind of segued there a little bit, so I'm just gonna go there and kind of give my opinion. There's a lot of people to blame in this, right? Like I said, Gruden was not emailing himself. Okay, he was not. These emails were coming back and forth, and so the fact that I think like the NFL is not being transparent and saying not only what these comments were, like were they bad? We don't really know all of them, right? We don't really know because they're not telling us. But also, how were people responding?
Right.
And so why is he the only one getting fired over this?
Yeah, the
You know,
NFL. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but
no, go ahead.
They could just at least release a statement that, this came out, but more will be coming because, like I made an assumption last night that maybe it's because some lawsuit is pending. So only things that maybe not included every time they're going through it and say, okay, this won't be included. It got released. But the NFL needs to say something. I'm making assumptions just on my own thoughts, right or wrong, but I don't, nobody really knows why only this part has come out. The things that I read this morning about Snyder and some of the other folks that went down with, with the cheerleaders and stuff, like, okay, we got like this very general story with really no meat and potatoes except for Gruden. You know what I mean?
Right,
Gruden
right.
seemed to have gotten tried and convicted in 2 days.
Court of Public Appeals. But so honestly, Omar, we did the show here last night, and we sat and we talked in before and after, and everyone has an opinion. Everyone has because we don't know everything. We also don't know who else may or may not come out in the future. And hopefully they do. Remember last night was the drinking game. Fire them all. Fire everyone. So here for that. And Gruden's the first to go, but fire everyone.
Fire everyone. Let's just circle back here. We've been kind of chatting for a bit before we said what's up to the rest of the chat line here. What's up, Stream and family? I see you. Tino, what's up, Caesar? Caesar, call us. I want to hear your opinion on this. I want to hear a lot of people's opinions, but let's see. What's up, Mr. Nassib? What is it? Nassib did a Jedi mind trick on Carr. Well, that was his doing. Okay, all right, we'll take that. I guess so.
Before I forget though, the point I was trying to get around to was they haven't. Hopefully they get more, but even if they don't, that'd be a crime almost. But just because they don't mean Gruden's not wrong for what he did and needed to be fired. I think people aren't realizing that. They're like, well, all these other people should also go down. So why is he shouldn't go down there too. No, he should. They just all should. That's the only mistake in the whole thing.
Okay, so I don't disagree.
Hopefully they will eventually.
I don't disagree with that. I think there should be whoever participated in this should be punished as well. But I think Carr made a good point of this in his press conference. Like, what is the standard for, or what is the protocol for somebody breaking whichever rule? Like, it doesn't mean you're automatically fired. Does it mean you're suspended? Does it mean there's a fine? Like, and with the NFL, that is not like clear across the board, right? So it seems like they're just picking and choosing. Right, yeah. They're picking and choosing. Like this guy, and the NFL is notorious for employing really murderers, domestic violence people, like drunk drivers, like the whole thing. So it's like, if you're breaking a morale clause, if there is one in your contract, which there should be just one in the NFL, maybe there should be something like across the board where how you're punished. I feel like it's a little unfair just to pick and choose. You're suspended.
Yeah, it does kind of seem that
for
way.
A game. That one's fired. This one gets a fine. Like what is it?
It's very inconsistent.
Right.
Remember Ray Rice, the elevator, gone forever. Then right. I think there was another player, domestic violence. He played on the Giants or something. I think he got
couple
counseling.
Games.
Some fines.
Ray Lewis damn near killed someone in like a DUI, or he did kill someone, and he stayed around forever, and then is on the NFL TV show. So right.
And I mean, everyone forgot about the Robert Kraft situation.
Oh yeah, the massage parlors. I mean,
yeah, like
it's just, but Robert Kraft's more of the big, huge money. So
Yeah.
the big, huge money people getting away with all of it. Man, I don't even want to hear it. That's why it's so full of shit, really. I mean, half the stuff they do. Real quick, a few more people in here. Say what's up, Sean Johnson, DB. Appreciate you. So right, when I say fire everyone, I mean everyone in the league with the Washington, like the whole, all these people, not necessarily our coaching staff. I hope the defensive coordinator and a few people are still there. So
Yeah. What's up, Hollywood Raider just popped in. This is an interesting question, and I almost look at this as more of, how do you say, what's the word I'm looking for? An analogy, I guess, if you will, an analogy. What do I do with my Gruden bobblehead that sits on my living room shelf? Well, look, the opinions are all across the board, right? Like, some people think that Gruden shouldn't have been fired. Some people think he should have, and then there's every point of view in between. So I mean, I think you got to do you. You got to, you're still going to be a fan, or you think he's totally just get rid of him, get rid of all the trinkets and all the stuff. But I think we just have to, I guess, respect what everyone's opinion is on this, because nobody's ever going to have the same opinion, right? And we could really debate.
And we don't want everyone to have the same opinion.
That's boring. That's boring.
What fun is that?
Yeah.
But I mean, I will say this though. I do think, as a person, my thought about Gruden, you know what I mean? Like I say, sound like a duck, I'm going to call it a duck. I don't hate Gruden. You know what I mean? I don't have any Chucky stuff, but if I did, I wouldn't toss it out. He did the crime. He's paying the time. Okay. You know what I mean? That's me though. And I felt he should. I think he should have gotten what he gotten, at least as far as the Raiders, you know what I mean, was concerned. I think they did the right move. I don't think there's any way around that. So that's just my personal opinion. But I don't think anybody should change their Chucky status. It's already been done. You know what I mean? The punishment has been handed down. Hey, let's go.
Yeah. So I don't know if you can hear me if I'm back on. Can you hear me? Okay. So I just want to interrupt here. I'm reading. Amy Trask has done an interview, and she has said it has not come to a surprise for her that this announcement came on the anniversary of his death. Oh, yeah. So she's wondering why, and that it came out on that date. She has plenty to say.
Which is that date? Because it happened. Which one? Because I mean, what the first email came back. So this is like been over 7 days. 7 days or so. The first email came out, and then kind of we all wondered if he was going to get fired before the Bears game, and then he ultimately got fired Monday evening.
The anniversary of Elle's death. So whatever date, the exact date was that Friday.
Okay, actually, I don't know. Who knows?
Yeah, maybe someone knows. You can let us know.
I'm sure there's plenty of people who know that, and they're gonna now fire us from being Raiders fans for not
knowing.
So wait, was this a tribute to Al? He was all controversy, so it was like, oh, we're about to sacrifice a bigot in the name of Al. And I'm being facetious here, but
so it's October 8th, 2011. October 8th. So I honestly don't know which day that was. Which day of the week?
That was right. That was Friday.
Friday.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, but they played the game on Sunday, but it all started to come out on Friday. Is that it?
That's correct.
That's when I heard it.
Yeah.
Okay. That's what I heard. Got it. Oh, excuse me. Semantics here. Semantics. Gruden chose to resign. No one fired him. Okay. Right.
And that's a drink, right?
He's just like, you know what? I'm just gonna give up my $60 million contract. No one's forcing me to do that here. Anyway, yes, cheers.
Drink.
Or not cheers, drink. Whatever.
Drink.
All right, we have some lengthy comments here, so I think people are probably itching to give us their opinion. Give us a call. I just want to say one more thing about Gruden.
Drink.
Yeah. The thing is, I find interesting. This has nothing to do with how everything went down, but the Raiders over the past three coaches, right? They started with three coaches, had 3 losing seasons, all got fired. Gruden had his first 3 years losing season, didn't get fired. So if you take out this kind of everything that went down, the Raiders probably should have fired him anyway, just because of that. If they're being consistent with wanting the type of performance that they expect, if we're talking about consistency, if they're firing other coaches for having 3 consecutive losing seasons, but not him, he kind of escaped that. So, and I'm not saying that has anything to do with anything, but maybe Mark Davis wanted him out. No, I mean, you never know. We could come up with all kinds of conspiracy theories, but he has been one that has kind of gotten away with having losing seasons and nothing happened to him. Did I do that? Oh, Thor did. Why is Gruden gone? Yeah. Okay. So we were talking about that as well, and also. I don't know if we actually brought it up. We were talking about it backstage. There's that situation. There's the Antonio Brown situation, calling Mayock certain things. I'm not going to repeat what people said because I just feel like that just keeps the ugliness going. I mean, you can Google it, but obviously they're inappropriate things that were said. But yeah, you're right. I mean, let's talk about that. That's what we're saying earlier, right? Where are the rules and who follows them and how do they pick and choose?
Right. I think I said a little bit about this last night, how historically players have been treated differently. You got to think, even when the NFL was extremely racist, they got black players because, hell, they wanted to win. So wanting to win trumps a lot of things. Let's look at Romanowski. Romanowski straight up said, yeah, I said racist shit to other people to get them pissed off, to get in their head. He admitted shit like that. On the other hand, with Incognito, he did go to therapy. Incognito is one person that, from what I have found out in between his tenures and why, at least when he was on the Raiders, teammates loved him on the Raiders, and I only speak at this part of his career. And I do know he's gone through a lot of therapy and worked on himself a lot. And in my book, that hella counts for something because that's what it's all about.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree with you. All right. I'm a little worried, but I guess we'll open the phone lines here.
There we go.
So if you're watching and you want to call, let's go over a few ground rules. All right. Let's keep it concise. 5 minutes tops. Don't FaceTime me. If you have my personal phone number and I didn't give it to you, this is the worst time to call me because you'll find yourself blocked. I'm just saying. And please don't call if somebody's already on the line, okay? Because that's just going to interrupt it. You're going to hear the phone ring and the whole thing. Wait till we have the phone number up on the screen to actually make the phone call. If the phone number's not up or somebody is already calling, please wait. There it is. Oh my goodness, I'm nervously standing by.
And if you want to call and say Gruden sucks just to make us drink, I'm okay with that.
That's okay. Yeah, we okay with that. We okay. So let's get the phone mic'd here and let's see what we get ourselves into. And also, I do want to. I mean, yes, you there's no judgment here, and you obviously are entitled to your own opinion, all that. But let's try not to slander and use super inappropriate things and start offending other people. All right, let's stay away from that.
Be grown folk.
There you go. There you go. There you go. All right, who we got on the line?
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail.
All right, caller, you're on. Who do we have here?
It's Juan.
What is up? Can you hear? Can you hear everyone?
Barely. A little bit.
All right. A little bit. All right. Okay. Hold on. We already have a caller, so I'm going to decline that. Fawn, you said? Tell me what's on your mind.
Juan.
Oh, Juan. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, what's up, Juan?
Yeah. Man, it's been a crazy week with all this whole Gruden stuff. And I think it's crazy, like, how Gruden resigned, but yet they want to bring Deshaun Watson back to the NFL for all this 22 sexual assault things.
Okay. Yeah, I think that we're all touching on that. That's, across the board, nothing is consistent.
The lack of consistency is terrible.
Yeah, it's so crazy.
It's crazy.
I just don't even get it. Like, whenever I first saw the news, I was shocked.
Yeah, I think we all were shocked, and it happened so quickly, right? I mean, this is Friday to Wednesday. I mean, yes, I think we were all shocked, especially the players finding out everything happening so quickly. That's why we're all still reacting to it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like so crazy. I don't know.
Yeah.
You think Rich Basasi will do a great job?
I think so. It seems like he's fired up. We got faith. We got faith. All right, well,
I hope we do.
Well, thank you for your
ICB
call.
all the way.
We appreciate your call. Thanks for watching.
Thanks, boss man.
You're welcome, Spicy.
All right. Talk to you soon. Talk to you next time,
Okay.
I should say. I gotta watch what I say. Yeah, there you go. Let's hold up for putting comments on just for a sec so we can get the call up numbers. We get the next caller here. So if you want to call in. All right. So.
Yeah.
Hey, caller, you are on live. What's on your mind tonight, and who we talking to?
How you doing? How you doing, Sis? You're talking to Hot Neil.
Hey, what's up, Hot Neil? How you doing?
What's up, brother?
Not so good. I'm hanging there. Still alive, but I'm here.
That's great to hear. What's your opinion on this Gruden situation?
Okay. We knew that was coming. We knew that was coming because you got to look at it. Back in the 90s, he was messing up the Raiders already. Then he came back again and he messed us up again.
Yeah.
And one of the things that I hate, he's a pig. Why are you trying to be a racist pig? I'm sorry I say that, but why are you trying to be a pig? Remember that lady who was an assistant coach and she came to the Raiders and then she took off a year later and he didn't want to?
Oh, yeah. I forgot her name, but I remember she was like a trainer, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he kicked her out a year later. Okay, he's a big time racist. It should be. I'm glad that he left. Now let's see what happens with the Raiders because, like I put in my comment, I don't know if you read it. I bet you $100 that he sold the Raiders by giving him his playbook to the opposite team. So the last game that I saw,
Okay.
the last game that I
Some
saw,
allegations right there, bro.
Okay.
They had
Can you read some with your evidence, sir?
the information the opposite team had.
Okay. That's a theory. We all have one, I suppose.
Yeah.
Yeah. You gotta figure out. I mean, how in the heck we losing? And every time the referee, we always get flagged. We always get flagged and flagged and flagged. Other teams, you don't see getting flagged. We're the only ones who getting flagged.
Okay.
So
That's always
you
going to happen
gotta
to us.
consider Gruden had to do something with that. That's what I'm saying. He needs to get out of Oakland or whatever the fuck he lives at and go live under a cave. Instead of living in the cave. That's what I'm saying.
All right.
All
All
right.
right. Well, thank you for your call. We appreciate your opinion.
Wow.
I know.
Thank you.
We can. I'll let you guys respond to that one. Go ahead.
I don't even know how to respond. I'm without words.
Yeah.
Hey, honestly,
Okay. That's fine
I
too.
feel how heated he is right there, and I appreciate that. One of my best friends, Hassan, today called me and was like, "Bro, I was telling you this back in the late '90s about Gruden and the racist shit, and then when he came, the first thing he did was get rid of Khalil Mack and all this stuff, and he was like, I'm telling you, now, thank God this might heal our team. So hopefully it heals our team. Because no matter what the players know, people know it is what it is. We'll see. I don't know. But I felt the passion in that call.
I do kind of agree with him on one aspect though. He might need to move somewhere or lay definitely low.
Yo, hey.
It's like
yeah.
Because even like we were saying, right? Like even wearing Raider stuff just out in public, people want to stop and say something to us. So imagine what he would experience.
Mm-hmm.
Because even like we were saying, right? Like even wearing Raider stuff.
Hey, caller, if you have me on YouTube, please put me on mute because I can hear me through the phone. But who do we have on the line?
Hey, this is Scott. Most of y'all got me on here as Scotty Waddy. I got all y'all on Facebook.
What's up, Scotty Waddy?
What's up?
That's a fun name to say.
That's kind of a nickname from my childhood that I hated, but I didn't want to put my last name on Facebook.
I like it, Scotty Waddy. So what's your take, Scotty Waddy? Scotty Waddy, can that be our next week's drinking game?
Absolutely. Let's do this. Hey, so first of all, you spoke on a few points that I wanted to make to begin with, and one of the absolute very first ones, I reached out. I spoke with Sylvia, and I said, you know what? Whatever you do with little Chucky, we got you 100. My whole club got you, and so I'm glad you touched on that right first and foremost, right off the jump.
Yeah,
so I appreciate that.
Yes, of course.
So I've been hearing a bunch of this nonsense going on social media. And, a few people got a few takes on it. One of them is it was 10 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to tell you something. I'm sorry. I cannot align myself with the comments that Gruden made 10 years ago or not. To me, that carries an assumption that he's changed. Well, that may be true, but it also may not be true.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Right.
Well, what I do know is what I got, right now at the moment, Another thing, based on that is, okay, well, your kid's teacher was accused of indecency with a child 10 years ago. You good with it? You cool? Come on now. I mean, seriously, let's be real about it. But I think we're carrying on this conversation a little bit with blinders because I want to change. Here's the headline. Las Vegas Raiders head coach John Gruden made emails that were bigoted, misogynistic, and homophobic. Okay, I'll tell you what. Let's change that headline just for a second. I'm going to take out 3 words. I'm going to take out Las Vegas Raiders.
Okay.
New England Patriots coach John Gruden did this. We would hang him out to dry. And we all know it. And you touched on Kraft a while ago.
Yeah.
What about AB? We hung him out to dry. We hung all these people out to dry. So I think we're a little bit blinded by some of these things. And I'm just not going to stand by somebody who makes comments like that. Now, the first comment that came out, okay, let me see what he really meant. But then he comes with an apology, and his apology is, I'm sorry for the people I hurt. I'm sorry that I hurt people. Wait a minute. That's not an apology. An apology is, I'm sorry, I did something that was wrong.
Yeah.
I did something that I shouldn't have done. Not because I hurt you. That's just saying, I'm sorry I got caught.
Yep.
Right.
That's
not an apology to me. So to me, that's kind of, I just can't stand by that. And I'm sorry. I liked Gruden when he was a Raider. You touched on once Raider, always Raider. I don't know, man. I kind of feel you on that, but I kind of don't. And this is why. Is Moss still a Raider? Is Warren Sapp still a Raider? Because we sure hate them.
But however, and I agree, but I mean, does everyone? I don't know. You can't speak for everyone. So then we start pick and choosing. Because I mean, obviously, there's certain people that I'm like, I don't think we should use that on Jamarcus Russell. I'm just saying.
They don't carry the kind of mystique that Gruden has had with the Raiders. You know what I mean? Gruden, he was a character for the Raiders. Come on, the whole Chucky thing. That's why I feel what you're saying, and I can't disagree with that, but I do feel a little differently. You know what I mean? But I mean, yeah, man, he has a little bit. He's kind of a part of the culture, at least from his era, and now he has, Gruden has embedded himself in Raider culture. So. It's kind of. I think we are the first ones that have to ask ourselves a question: is can we forgive him? Because a lot of that is needed in these days. I'm sorry, people got to go back to forgiveness, especially if a debt has been paid for the crime.
Well, can I say this to your point of what I heard today in the press conferences? Is it did from my takeaway was that the players for who spoke anyway, they have. Especially Carr, of course.
Yeah.
It sounded like Waller did. It sounded like Coach Interim B for sure did.
Yep.
It sounded like Mayock did. So if we're following their lead, they all basically said, we don't agree with what he did, but we still love him as a man.
Yeah.
And that was kind of like the universal tone.
Yeah. We need more of that. We need more of that. We need to be able to be angry at people, call them on their shit, and forgive them too.
There you go. Yeah, he wants to make Scotty Waddy wants to make one more point.
Yeah. I want to make one last point. I haven't heard anybody say this, but do you guys remember back at the beginning of this season, the Raiders president left?
Yes, of course.
2-3 other front office people left.
Yeah.
Mark Bedane, first to go.
Yeah.
Right?
I still don't know why.
I'm like, wait a minute. Yeah, I'm like, wait a minute. What's going on there?
Yeah.
I heard, and this is probably a rumor, but I don't know any truth behind it. But the report I heard was that Mark Bedane was unhappy with Mark Davis's spending. He didn't think he managed, like, he wasn't supporting the way he was, I guess, managing his money, like buying the aces and making certain financial decisions like that. I honestly don't know any truth, if it's true, false, or whatnot. But that's I had heard that or read that somewhere.
I heard some variation of that, but it didn't sound credible. So I just kind of like, okay, whatever.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. I am trying to caveat it.
All right. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for the time.
Thank you for calling.
Thanks, Scott.
All right. Bye-bye.
Thank you, bro.
All right. I know we had some people calling while I was on that call, but yeah, please feel free to call back. There's the call-in number. So yeah, thanks, Scotty Waddy. I thought he made some great points there.
Yeah,
so
he did. He did, and he sounded like, he was strong in his conviction. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like I feel a little bit differently, and the only reason I feel differently is because I see so much. You know what I mean? Everybody wants to just throw everybody under the bus, and pound them into the dirt. Nobody's trying to forgive after. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He suffered the consequence of his actions. Now let's forgive him.
Well, the interesting point, I just want to piggyback off of that is we want people to change, right? We hope people change and learn and grow. But then when they actually do or seemingly try, we don't want to accept it.
Right. We're still busy crucifying you. You can't change it.
Yeah.
Don't move.
Amen.
But
Sean, let's beat the donkeys on Sunday, baby.
Right?
I mean,
there you go.
All this is going on, and we also have a game on Sunday.
That's the first step in the healing process. We need to heal.
Hey,
the nation
winning
needs to
heals
heal,
all
baby.
wounds, baby. Let's go.
Is this true? This is an interesting fact. If this is true, I didn't know this. Mark Bedane started as a training camp bus driver for the team. Oh, that's cool. Well, good for him.
I heard that. Yeah.
Good for him. And Juan, you're welcome. Thanks for calling. We appreciate you. We appreciate your support.
Definitely.
And if you haven't already, please light that torch and hit that like button, subscribe, and share this video. Let's get more people in the conversation because I think it's going to be interesting.
Sure,
yeah,
the number's up there, brother.
The number, yeah. If you want to call in and nobody's on, you can call in. Like in between callers, nobody wants to call. But then when I'm on a call, I got 4 calls.
Right. You kept hearing the thing go off, like someone's on right now. So
I know, right? All right, we got somebody here. All right, let's see. Caller, are you there?
Angela, how you doing? It's your old buddy Jared in Pittsburgh. How you doing?
What's up, Jared? How are you? Nice to hear from you.
Good to hear from you guys as well. It's been a minute since I've talked to you guys. How have you all been?
It has. And we haven't had too many call-in shows, so we're happy to hear from everyone.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, I figured I had to call in tonight. I just got to say, this has just been a total crazy week. I mean, it really, really has. It's just, I don't know what else you can say. It's sad, it's depressing, it's heartbreaking. I mean, it's all in one shot, but it's just, I don't know what's going to happen next. I mean, what could happen next? I mean, let's try to get over it as best we can, but I don't know after what when I heard this on Monday night, I thought this was a joke. I mean, I really thought that this was a complete laughable joke. I said, no, this can't be. This really isn't true, but well, unfortunately it is.
Unfortunately it is. And just to touch on Q's, did he ask for forgiveness? It just happened. I was kind of speaking just more in general, the society we live in, not to Gruden specifically. So that was kind of like a blanket statement. But Jared, go ahead.
No, I mean, it's just, I mean, like I said, I mean, hopefully, however, they'll be ready on Sunday. However, I mean, they can take their anger out, however, after what has been a hellacious week, however. And let's just say get a little retribution, shall we say. And, of course, we got our hands full with Seattle coming up on Sunday night. I mean, obviously, of course, we're still a little dinged up, however, with injuries. Juju going down with the injury really hurt us, though, obviously. But hopefully we can rebound and beat Seattle and then go into the bye week at least with some confidence back. I mean, we'll have to wait and see what happens.
All right, Jared. Well, thank you for your call. We appreciate you, and we'll try to do some more call-in shows and get that Pittsburgh report in here in a couple of them.
All right, talk to you guys soon.
Talk to you soon. Bye. All right, yeah, give us a call back. I think we had 3 calls while that caller was on.
As soon as one calls, they all want to call.
I know they all want to. Maybe it's some timing issue going on or something here, but there's a call-in number again. So yes, give us a call. I saw some of the numbers coming through. Oh well, hey, you can take one. You can take one. I don't mind.
No, I'm not. I don't know what to do. Usually I got my phone on Do Not Disturb. I forgot to do it anyway.
All right, here we go. Let me see here.
To accept.
All right, we got our friend Squid. What's up?
Squid.
What's going on, fam?
What is up? I'm sorry?
Got a friend.
I think, do you have me on, Squid? You want to turn me on mute?
Yeah, I just muted the live.
Oh, perfect. All right. How you doing, my friend?
Taking a break. Still doing work.
Good.
Can't complain though. Can't complain.
That's good. What's your take on the situation?
So I got a man. All right.
Tell me.
So first, the Jon Gruden piece. Cool. I think it's interesting that people are trying to compare themselves to like what they say or whatever. Having that understanding that when you're in that position, you represent something bigger than yourself. And that's ultimately what happened.
Yeah.
You, and for myself in particular, right? If I get in trouble, you will not see on the news Brian Leyva did something. The organization that I represent will be what is thrown out there.
Yep.
And Taylor did that is what is on the news. And we have to understand that you're held to a higher standard, and that just comes with the weight of what you do. So that's the Jon Gruden piece. Another piece that I talked about my boss about today was people are still haven't forgave fucking Michael Vick. He literally paid the price. He went to jail. And people still haven't forgave him. So that redemption piece, we don't do a very good job of allowing people to redeem themselves for their mistakes.
Yep.
We all make fucking mistakes. Nobody is perfect. So nobody's perfect. So to me, cool, yes, it is what it is. John did this. He is no longer our coach. It hurts. The shirt you're wearing, Angela had a conversation with his mom, like a deep, good conversation with, Sylvia?
Sylvia, yeah.
Yeah, right? Sylvia, yeah, conversation about that. And like, that's what I care about. That came to my mind when this came out.
Yeah, that's my, honestly, I'm more sad about that for Lil Chucky. I'm more sad. It makes me more sad than the Jon Gruden piece. Like Jon Gruden's fired. Okay. I'm like kind of whatever, but that's what like broke my heart as well. Like how are we going to explain this to this little fan here?
And I think her heart is there. But like ultimately, cool. He's going to get taken care of. The nation has his back. And that's what I care about. The moving on piece. Like, cool, that's in the past. The recent in the past. But like you guys said, we got the Donkeys on Sunday.
Yeah.
We got 12 games to play. Like, let Mark's comments about let the NFL figure that out. Go talk to them. Right. They got a whole lot of explaining to do. And that's not on us. That's the NFL's problem. We got 12 games in a division that I still think we can win. We got a lot of fixing to do now, of course. We saw the results. But we got 12 games to play. You're telling me right now we can't come out and beat the Donkeys? We got the Eagles. To me, this is supposed to be our easiest part of our schedule.
And then the New York Football Giants. Let's win
go
those
up against the Bears.
Right.
Yep.
Like, come out.
Well, winnable games for sure, right? And the Bears, in my opinion, should have been one of them. And maybe some of this has contributed. Maybe some of this has contributed to that loss. The players all say it did not. Who knows? They're probably not going to tell us if it did, and I guess I don't blame them. But I think the focus has to be on winning football games, and I think they'll all say that.
Like the lack of concentration was horrible. Like it just wasn't there.
Right.
Edwards holds his hands up and says, "I'm wide open." He hits him and then he drops it. This is a guy that has made huge clutch catches for us already.
Right.
Like Carl Nassib, I love that he took a mental day. Like, cool, I need to figure out what's going on and process this. And Mayock supporting that. Like, clearly a huge advocate for mental health and all that. Like, go take care of yourself.
Right.
You got other stuff going on. And like Massive has been such a huge, like, we talked about, I mean, I know I brought it up and I think you guys have, like, who he is and unloading that. You could see it in his play.
Right.
This is a whole different Massive. Like, I don't know. I want to focus on football. Like, what happened. The NFL's got a lot to figuring out. I think there's definitely they opened the Pandora's box. And I hope more comes out of it.
Oh yeah, I feel like this is definitely not the end of it, right?
Yeah.
Hopefully it's the end of it for the Raiders.
Right.
Yeah,
But we hope not for the NFL.
Like,
Yeah.
that's it that touches us, right?
Right.
Hey, it touched us pretty hard, so we're good.
Right.
We had enough.
When are they going to make Dan Snyder sell in the team? They made the Clippers do it in the NBA.
When are they going to
Like,
do what?
Snyder sell that team.
Oh, okay,
What does
yeah.
he know?
He gave his wife.
He
His
gave
wife.
after the team where something 51%
He
to his
sold
wife.
it to his wife.
Right. His
Yeah.
wife.
Yeah, who knows how that will go down. It'll be interesting. I think it'll be interesting to see how everything kind of plays out. I don't know. I'm kind of getting the feeling though they just use John Gruden to be the poster child of this, and maybe nothing else will even come out. Like, oh, on to the next thing. Oh, we forgot about that already. We were investigating this, but we already forgot about it. I feel like I'm sensing that's the way it's going. I hope I'm wrong.
I hope you're wrong too.
I think that's what they're trying to do. If you have the what is it? The football teams, their lawyer, whatever, the one that's suing, essentially going after the thing. We want to know more.
Right.
Like I do want to move on with it though. Like I don't. Cool. What happened. What's done is done. We've all said it. I'm not a fan of any individual player. I like John Gruden when he was our coach. I love DC. But if you tell me that Joe Schmo from the corner is winning me games, I'm a Joe Schmo fan.
Right.
Yeah.
Like I just want to win.
And,
We all just want to win.
John Gruden don't win, so he should have been
Right.
gone anyway. And
Yeah.
he's dumb for doing this on paper trail stuff.
But I appreciate you guys taking my call. Let someone else jump on.
Thank you. We
Jump right back
appreciate
into
you.
this.
Thanks,
Yep.
Squid.
Much love, Squid.
All
Much love.
Much love, man.
I don't Squid. Appreciate you,
Yeah.
brother. Hey,
Yeah,
a
and
couple of people in the chat just wanted to say what's up. Callie Gonzalez. I've seen Pete Grizzle in here. What's up, man? Thanks for joining us, man. Let's go. Let's go.
And I want to say to Squid's kind of last point there about winning. I mean, honestly, like we touched on earlier before, and John Gruden's second stint, he has not produced a winning season. 21 wins, 33 losses, 0 playoff appearances. So really, a losing season's a losing season. In my opinion, I don't think it matters if it's 2 wins and 14 losses or 7 and 9. Losing's losing. So it can't get worse, It's not what's gonna if what could happen this year? They could have a winning season, or they could have the same losing season they had under Gruden the past 3 years. So, it's not like the Raiders have been this championship team under Gruden, and now it's like, oh my gosh, what are we gonna do? We might have a losing season
We
now.
haven't even been a playoff team. And
Right.
so, right. It can't. I agree with you, Angela. That's a great point. It really cannot get worse. I mean, if it gets worse, we get a better draft pick in it, but then we know we can't draft, so maybe it's a little worse.
Here's an interesting point, though, just to think about. I mean, we've all heard about this extensive playbook that Gruden had. I don't know if we ever actually saw it, but Carr was trying to still learn it after 3 years, and now he's quote unquote supposedly finally getting the hang of it. I think that is debatable as well. But now, where do you go from here? Do you still try to build on that, or is it a whole different mindset and then you try to build on a new playbook and a new offense? It's like, I think that's going to be what we'll really see it this Sunday, right? And see the direction that they decide to take. But I mean, we don't know what we're going to get.
I mean, but the way you administer something can be very different between two different people.
Right,
You know what I
that's true.
mean? I mean,
Yeah.
just like I was saying that, when the whole thing about Eric Bieniemy was coming up as the number one person for our coach, I'm like, well, look what he's doing. He's in a West Coast offense. He's working under Andy Reid, who learned the West Coast offense pretty much right with Gruden in Green Bay. It's all from the same tree. So Olsen, who's been in this system for 4 years?
What's that, caller?
For 4 seasons.
Hey,
Sharif Black Daniel.
What's up? What's up?
Reef in the building.
Okay, good to hear you.
Likewise. Thanks for
Busy
calling.
show tonight, but that's good. Oh, no doubt. I've been trying.
I know.
I'm glad I finally got through.
Yeah, there's been a lot of calls. So thanks for calling back and having patience. We appreciate it.
No doubt. But this basically for me, this is anticlimactic. And I wanted to ignore my initial impulses when he came along in 2018. And then the following year, how Marshawn Lynch was basically ghosted. And then I had to remind myself, going back to 2017, when Gruden was still with Monday Night Football, he saw the demonstration. And Derek Carr's career, his job was always safe as long as Gruden was there. He was going to go nowhere. No matter if you talk Aaron Rodgers, Brady, Russell Wilson, Carr was going nowhere. His next-door neighbor had his back because Gruden totally respects the fact that Carr broke rank and stood for that flag. And when you saw his comments about Eric Reid, it made perfect sense that he basically tolerated Marshawn for that last year because the team was supposed to leave at the end of 2018. And I'm sure Mark Davis told him, look, Beast Motor's a hometown product. We can't move it. It'll be a disaster. But all these other things are unsurprising to me. He cut Marquette King without even meeting or talking to the man on some prejudiced view of his personality. Not because he wasn't one of the top punters in the game. He just didn't like his personality. So many players of a certain persuasion, he just arbitrarily got rid of. And then Rodney Hudson telling the team, forget about the money you owe me, just let me go. Or those three players in 2018, including the ex-linebacker from the Chiefs who all retired during the middle of the year, bringing Jason Witten, which was totally unnecessary when we had Moreau and Waller. Incognito, people were talking about AB, yet Incognito got a job. Jordy Nelson replacing Crabtree, who's been the most productive quarterback with Derek Carr. So this is no surprise. And then you got to remember, they play in Las Vegas, the entertainment capital of the world, and you making anti-gay, vehement remarks like that. You got gay executives out there, gay entertainers out there. You are inviting protests and all types of bad energy towards the Legion Stadium that it doesn't need.
Right.
He had to go. The remarks towards the director of the union should have been enough, but obviously we know it wasn't. And for those who are making a false equivalency with the AB situation, AB lost $30 million. That contract was voided. He had $30 million guaranteed, and he was out the league for a year until Tom Brady petitioned for him. So he can't be that much of a so-called anti-white whatever, and Tom Brady, one of his best friends who lobbied and bought. And also, AB don't have the power to cut any white player. No matter what his feelings are, he don't hire anybody, he don't fire anybody. So don't use AB as some scapegoat when Incognito is still playing right now.
Yeah, no, I agree. But I think both should have something should have happened. But I don't think Tom Brady should be able to have pull to influence if a player should stay or not. I mean, because I'm sure that Derek Carr and a bunch of other players would pull for Gruden. So
Brady should resign.
The fact that the NFL even lets that happen, I think, is a problem in itself.
Yeah, I hear you on that, but people keep saying this was 10 years ago. No, it started 10 years ago, there's evidence of it as of 10 years ago. It's as recent as 2018.
Right.
That's when he got here.
Right.
So that went on for a 7-year period, and people say, well, what about Bruce Allen? He's not even in the league anymore. So what is the NFL going to do to Bruce Allen? Snyder has been removed from the day-to-day operations of the Washington football team. They've been fined $10 million. And other people who were involved in that email thread was a co-owner of Hooters. The NFL is supposed to punish him. So there's no way you can have an active coach with a gay player on the roster.
Yeah.
Pretending to like him like he pretended to like Marshawn Lynch. And none of us have any empathy for Carl Nassib, who probably really believes, I'm accepted here. The coach likes me. After he courageously comes out,
right.
And now you hear the most virulent, despicable, hateful terms towards people like Carl.
Right.
That's amazing to me that people are putting on this case for Gruden. And just 2 weeks ago, after the Charger loss, he needs to go. He's holding Derek Carr back. The play calling sucks. Blah, 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 blah. All these Carr supporters were using Gruden as the scapegoat. Now he's out, and for other than football reasons, everyone's crying a river like Justin Timberlake, like we lost a coach that took us to a Super Bowl.
Hey, that's what I was saying. That's what I was saying. I kind of thought he, again, if the Raiders were basing other coaches off performance, didn't produce winning seasons, ended up being fired. Gruden obviously didn't produce winning seasons, and he has the biggest, NFL contract there is. So, it just goes back to the thing. Like nothing is consistent here. Thank you, Juan Rojas.
Thanks.
Good
stuff.
I do too. Mm-hmm. All right, Thanos. Thank you for calling. We appreciate you.
As always, man, we got to go forward. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. He is who he is.
Yeah.
And if we've been paying attention to all the strange personnel moves and other things and his political affiliation, which I don't care about, but you can't be mediocre at a coach and polarizing too. You got to choose the struggle. Jack Del Rio had his belief too, but he steadily improved his team and got us to the playoffs. So I don't care about none of that. But when you're polarizing and pathetic as a coach also, you got to hit the road. If any of those words you can honestly say Al Davis would be in agreement with, then you don't know what this Raider thing is all about.
Exactly.
You don't need to
I would have fired him on Friday.
Be a Cowboys fan.
Oh, well, that's true. I think everyone would agree with that. I would think anyway, but you never know.
Yeah.
All right, Thanos.
But
We
thank you,
appreciate
and I
you.
appreciate y'all.
All right. Thank you.
All right.
Ciao.
Thanks
Yeah,
for
no, I
calling,
agree.
big dog.
I agree with that last statement as well. I definitely don't think that Al Davis would tolerate that type of behavior.
Wow.
I said I think everyone.
Why they did it on
would,
his
but we know
anniversary.
everyone's not going to agree. That's why, yeah.
That's funny. I mean, Al was inclusion. Al didn't need the Rooney Rule for all this nonsense to go on. That's why I worry that no one else will go down, and they just made John Gruden the scapegoat here. Oh, I said John Gruden, so I guess we got drink. My fault, guys.
I know we've been saying it a lot. So if you haven't drank, smoked, or twerked, I don't know how to say it backwards. Drunk, toked, or twerked? I don't know.
What, they're down like 10 shots by now, I think?
At least. Yeah, Squid said Al would have fired him over the first email.
He would have fired him on Friday. Thank you. I mean, I don't play that. I didn't play that shit, man. We didn't need no Rooney Rule to bring no people in. But if we're being real, they have the Rooney Rule now, and you see more people in, but you don't see like the high people in. I know people are like, oh, it was just some little remark that he was talking about he used to talk about rubber lips that no one's ever heard of before or some nonsense. But these are the people that
honestly had never heard that before.
Never. But these are the people who are higher up that, like, okay, every once in a while they'll let someone in on a lower kind of level, but they ain't letting, no one's getting up to the top, and they're keeping it down. And John Gruden is in the know on that. So say what you will about him, whether he's this or that or the other, but he's also in with those. We know a ton of them are. We know the Jerry Joneses. We know all of them. I mean, let's be real. I mean, what's the point in even arguing it? I mean, just be real about it. We all know they're all faulty, and John Gruden was kind of maybe just trying to be cool and be in with them or something at times, and then it came back and bit him in his ass. So you did you did the crime, now you got to do the time. Full peace. So
speaking of not wanting certain people on the team, you talked about yesterday. You two were talking about Eric Bieniemy being the how do you say, the lead candidate,
the
favorite, however you say. So number one contender, there you go. But he has domestic violence under his belt. He's so. I mean, how does that fall in? We read these articles. We don't know if there's truth to them. We don't know if the Raiders validate that, agree with that, or even talking to him. But if they are, I mean, how does that look where you're firing somebody for saying inappropriate things, but then you're looking into hiring who has domestic violence charges against them?
Yeah, I think that's what stopped him from having a head coaching job.
What'd you say, Omar?
I said, I think those allegations or charges, I can't remember, is what stopped Bieniemy, because he did I think he did a lot of interviewing in the offseason, but they were saying that was, that there was something there, and that could be why he didn't get a coach.
Okay, well, let's just say this. So what's his employment status right now?
He's the offensive coordinator for Kansas City Chiefs.
There you go. So why?
Right.
I mean,
maybe it's what he did next. We don't.
Why
see,
one or the other? But say there's no consistency, right?
There's no consistency.
So okay, hold on. So your crime means you can't be head coach, but it wasn't bad enough where we're gonna say you could be OC.
Right.
Like, to me, that makes no sense.
And that's why I think John Gruden should be done but who knows? He might get a head coaching job at Kentucky soon. I'm just saying, or Alabama. They know over there they ain't mad at him.
I don't know what to say to that one. I mean, yeah, but unfortunately, you're right. I will say this. I will say I think what you're saying is in some parts of the country that will be acceptable. That's acceptable.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
And speech, and they might say, "Hey, come here. We accept you. We want to worship you. We loved your comments, and be our head coach." I mean, yeah, that happens, right? And it's even kind of happening in the aspect, like I was just saying, with even the person, the head runner, if you will, for the coaching job. And again, I don't know. We read all kinds of stuff. Who knows what's true and what's not? Right. But to me, that doesn't seem like an appropriate replacement because of why Gruden was fired.
Right.
And like I say, we know the dirt on Eric Bieniemy. We don't know if there was some recovery process, therapy. We don't hear anything he's done to better himself, which I would love to hear. If you're going to give me the dirt on the person, give me how they brought themselves out of it. I would like to hear that. So, and that's not a
forgiving dude.
I'm just saying, if you're going to tell me something, tell me it all.
I appreciate
all right.
that.
I think we have another caller here. Hold on a second. What we do or we don't, I don't know. Let's see here. Let me put this. What's up?
What's up?
Orale! We're playing a game. This game is called Who Is That Caller? What's up, senor?
Going on. How you doing today?
We are great. We're just hanging out on a Wednesday talking about all this tea going on, and I'm just sitting here drinking my wine.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
That's what I heard.
I heard, but I can't tell you who told me.
Oh, right. Oh my gosh. So you definitely are part of Raider Nation, but don't bump.
Yeah, exactly.
Senor, glad you made it home safely. Sorry you had to spend the night at the airport.
Man, it was hectic. It was a adventure.
Yeah. Well, you're back. Tell me what's your take on all this.
Oh man. Well, like I said, with Gruden, it's a touchy subject because I love the guy. I mean, I love what he stands for, but like I said, making these comments that he did, it's like, nah, dude. That's the worst thing you should be doing is, if you're gonna think it, but don't be saying it out loud.
Yeah, definitely don't put it in an email or tag.
Yeah.
Or
exactly. If you can do it, keep it to yourself. But like I always tell everybody, hey, be nice to everybody because you never know who they're gonna turn out to be. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like I said, like I said, we have an actual gay player on our team now, and like I said, and Gruden I heard that Gruden was still saying the derogatory words like that, and it's like, come on, man. And then with that punter, King, Marquette King.
Yeah.
Marquette King, he's we call it
very energetic and opinionated, and he was he just wants to have fun and stuff. And Gruden went off on him because he didn't like the way his style was. Who cares, guys? The guy's kicking, all
He's
these
a
punts.
kicker. No, it was worse than that. You can't do that because you're a kicker.
Right? And like he
It
was a
kicker
good kicker.
discrimination.
Yeah.
He was a kicker. He was a good kicker, and I liked the entertainment value he
But
brought.
he's got that old school mentality. You're just a kicker. Stay in a kicker's place.
Exactly. Stuff like that. It's like and then this play calling, it was too vanilla.
He said
It was too vanilla. He wasn't taking no chances. I don't know if it was because he didn't trust Carr or what. And then, like saying Carr was, every time I see Carr, he's, sometimes during the game, there's a chance for him to run, and he doesn't run.
Right.
I don't know if he looks like a deer in the headlights.
He's scared.
Yeah, and it's like, come on, man. Every other quarterbacks, sees an opening, a 5-yard opening, he's gonna run. Not him. He's in there. Okay, well, I'll maybe get 2 yards. No, just go. Go and slide. Never played baseball. Come on, dude.
And when
Slide.
you ever notice that when he does slide too, he slides like way prematurely.
Yeah.
Way.
Dude's like 5 yards away from me. He's sliding. Come on, man. If you're gonna slide, you want to slide and maybe hit the guy on his knees. Take him out, man. Hey, they want to take you out. Take them out first.
Yeah. Well, I know your mentality. I know.
yeah.
I know how you
I'll
are,
go through
Senor.
you.
I think you should be some sort of coach, like a strengthening coach, but not in the typical sense. It'll be like the Senor strengthening camp. You know what I mean?
I'll be like, what's wrong with you? Come on, what's wrong with you? Come on.
Exactly.
Come on, grow up. You get all this money here. Get some big boy pants on. Come on.
Yep.
Yeah. So,
Hey, Senor, did
yeah.
you see that there's a photo of our little crew from the Win Club in the Las Vegas Journal?
Oh, yeah, I seen that.
You saw
I
that?
heard about it. I didn't see it, but I actually heard about it.
I heard about it, but I wasn't there. That's what I always say too.
Yeah, neither was I.
Keeps me out of trouble.
Yeah, I wasn't there.
Yeah.
That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
That's right. That's right.
I heard there was a Senor sighting. That's all I heard.
Senor sighting. There you go.
Hell yeah, that was a good time there.
That was a good time. We'll see you at the Philly game, yeah?
Yeah, I'm going. I'm going to every game except for all the home games except for Denver.
Cool.
Yeah, Denver. It's Christmas time, and I don't have enough vacation days.
All right, fair enough. Fair enough.
Yep.
All right, Senor.
I'll be out there next week, bro. I'll meet you up. I'll be in the band next week.
Yeah. Then I also heard we have starting some more parties again, some more black hole parties.
Oh, cool. So is there going to be one before the Phillies game? Because I want to go. We want to do a live show.
I believe we are going to have 2 different ones.
Okay.
I believe we're going to have one on a Saturday night.
Yeah, that's the one that we were going to try to go live from, right, Thor?
Yeah. Because I'll be back Saturday.
Perfect.
I might have to try to come.
I'm like, oh, cool, man. That'll work too.
What's that, Senor? Say again.
I said I heard they're gonna have one on Sunday also for the tailgate.
Oh, okay.
I don't know the exact place yet because it hasn't been confirmed. So we gotta keep some of the wraps.
Keep it under wraps. There's nobody watching.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't tell anyone. We're only broadcasting live on multiple platforms here. It's no big deal.
Everybody asks, this is a gorilla. Gorilla.
Marky Mark.
Oh my God, that's hilarious. Well, yeah, if you have it, please let me know. We went to the first one, the home opener. And that was so much fun. So thanks for having us.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like I said, from what I understand, we're gonna have one on Saturday night. I don't know the exact place. I think it's gonna be the same place. I think it's gonna be Tropicana, but I'm not sure.
Okay, cool. We'll be there.
And then Sunday, I guess Sundays they're gonna have it. I don't know yet. Because I guess they're still finalizing stuff, so I don't know. I can't really say because I have no idea what it's gonna be.
All right. Well, keep us posted.
For the ride.
Yeah. I just heard this morning.
It's the best way to go.
Some gossip.
Best way to go. All right, Senor. Thanks for calling.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay. Bye.
All right, talk to you later.
Bye.
All right, bye.
All right. All right, people. So we have covered a lot. If you want to call, we'll take maybe a couple more callers here. We'll go to what? About 15 more minutes. Anything else? I guess I'll just make a couple points till we wait for people to call in. When Derek Carr was speaking at the presser, he had mentioned that this is his 5th head coach in 8 years. To me, that's a crazy number. That's a crazy number. And you know what? I kind of made me respect him a little bit more because it's like he has performed well in numbers, right? We all know that. We always say the most important number is wins, and there hasn't been a lot. But look, I mean, if you have to go through 5 heads of your, an 8 season, that's learning curves every year. That's like what? That's basically like 5 rebuilds in a sense.
Right. Turnover, employee turnover kills any organization.
Any organization, especially when it's the leader of the team. Oh, what's up? We got Quiet Q in the house. What up, Q?
Hey, what's up, good people?
There he is.
What's up?
I'm just here so I won't get fined.
You just seriously won't get fired or fined.
Right.
We haven't decided yet because there's no consistency. We let you know.
Welcome to the NFL.
Right.
Well, Q, we'll give you the floor. What you got to say?
It's been a tough situation, man. I mean, it just went from Friday, it went from 3-0 to 3-1 to let's beat Chicago. We should run through them to man, ish hit the fan, man. And with it, I was trying to be on the fence at first. I want the Raiders to win. When all the other emails came out, I mean, you can't put that man back in front of a team and tell him to ride with you, and you done talked about just about everybody in the whole locker room. I mean, you just
I will say this: he did cover all his bases, didn't he?
Yeah, right. Yeah, he hit he hit everything.
I will say this: he doesn't discriminate against discriminating.
Right.
Right. Everybody can get some.
Right.
Everybody.
Because if that's my manager at work, and I hear that's how he's talking, and that's what's out there, and that's the emails he's sending to people. And people say locker room talk. To me, locker room talk is when you're with somebody and it's just you two together or whatever, and some stuff comes out, whatever. But to put I think Callie said earlier, a paper trail of emails and texts. I mean, that's just stupid.
To the company that the people you're talking about are employed by. I mean, whether it's Washington players or just NFL, that's like you sending it to your customer or something about, one of their employees.
From his personal email to Washington football team's dude's company email.
Yeah.
I mean, and then they get in trouble, and here you have it.
Yeah.
So I mean, I think I saw Cisco say something the other day, like, after all that stuff came out, I mean, don't let the door hit you. I mean,
Period, bro. I mean, yeah.
That's one way you can feel about it, man.
Like you said, we have black players. We have, we have gay players in the locker room. You have, you got female referees. All this come out. How can he go up and talk to the female referee now when he's trying to argue? We already get bad calls. How can he go argue a call?
Man,
that's a great point. Yeah.
Hey, we might be screwed on plays every time she argues.
Yeah, right.
For like the rest of the season, like, hey, I'm still mad.
Right. And you can't even blame her.
No, you can't.
Oh no! Hopefully they won't still he fired. Don't still take it out on us. Come on.
Right.
Yeah, he's not there no more, so he ain't got to talk to him. So we moved on from that. So
hey, if I'm playing on that field with her, I'm stopping by like, boo, I think you're doing a great job. I just want to say I have hella respect for you. And, man, keep it up. Keep up the good work.
Keep up the good work.
Hey, you got to be careful, though, even with that, Omar. You call somebody boo, you might get slapped.
Don't say that.
Don't say
what I just said. Say it in a more professional manner. Professional that up.
Right.
Hey, okay, I'll tell you a little story, just like a little digress just a little bit here. So I was in the Win Club for this last game, and they put like the ice buckets in between booths. So it's like, is mine the right or is mine the left? Like, which drinks are our table, right? So anyway, I go to like grab a drink out of the bucket over here, not the bucket over here. And the lady next to me says, like, excuse me, those are ours, like all snotty. And I was like, oh, I'm sorry, girl. Like, my bad. I thought this one was ours. I guess this one was ours. Who you calling a girl? I am not a girl. I'm a whoa.
Damn. Could you imagine if I said that?
Right.
Shit.
Take it easy. I didn't like. Okay, what I meant to say was take it easy.
Right.
Middle-aged old woman with an attitude.
Wait, you didn't go in? Wait, you didn't go in on her? Wow.
I was on my best behavior, Omar. I'd like to go back. Saying.
It sounded like she didn't need to reach in that bucket no more.
But it's like, seriously, like, you really, these day and age. I mean, it's a funny story. I'm not trying to make excuses for what was said, but like, you really do have to pay attention to everything that you say now.
Right. You're dealing with people.
Yep.
And everybody different. Everybody got their own thought process and jump on the bandwagon and not on the bandwagon. You're dealing with people, so you always got to be on your toes.
Yep.
I call everybody love.
Oh, Moon's saying she calls it. She does it. She says she calls everybody love. Like, hey, love. You about to get sexually harassment charges on you. Careful.
Oh man, I'm coming up.
Oh, you haven't got my paperwork yet? Oh
yeah, Omar already submitted his paperwork. What do you think, Omar? Should we kick her out of the cast for that?
Man,
let
me some fines. Let me some fines. I can buy booze, and then I'll forgive her. I'll practice forgiveness. But I need that booze first.
Too funny. All right. Well, thanks everyone for watching. We will accept more. I think other people were trying to call. Maybe they have given up, or maybe
hey, I'm a little behind. So I'm gonna say Gruden.
Hey, there you go. The drinking game alert is Gruden. If you don't drink, smoke. If you don't smoke, twerk. We're still waiting for someone to do all three.
At the same time. Woo!
At the same time. At the same time. Yes. Q, who's your money on?
On what?
Drink, token, and twerking all at the same time.
I mean, well, I'm not gonna say none of us guys.
All right, Mother Moon, between you and I.
Right.
My money's on Mama Moon.
Oh, Thor's money's on Mama Moon. Gonna be the one to drink, toke, and twerk all at the same time.
There you go.
Here, Mother Moon. We don't have any callers right now. Take your mic back so you can join the convo.
So you can chime in.
Is this thing on? Yes.
Can you hear me? Yeah.
I can hear you. They can hear
I
you.
just think through all this, though, we just got to remember,
Oh my gosh.
man.
Hysterical. Yeah, hey, Thor, I say bet high because you're going to win.
Right?
I would love it if Olsen comes out and got Carr just blazing. You know what I mean?
Bro.
Like a totally aggressive, conservative offense out of the same book. Because like I think Angela touched on this, but and we were saying that, hey, between Olsen and Gruden, using the same playbook can work it two different ways. You know what I mean? Because and I gotta believe now Olsen is gonna have that leash taken off of him. Do your thing. And like I say, this is, if a new coach comes in, this is Olsen's resume right now, because a lot of times they bring in new people. So I'm hoping Olsen is like, you know what? I better put my name on this offense for these next 12 games because, hey, you, Gus, all of the coaches on that staff right now, this is your interview for your next job.
All the coaches, players.
I have a question.
Okay.
I have a question for you guys. Wait, what are we calling again? Interim Coach B?
ICB.
Right. So 3-part question, answered how you'd like. Do you think he will become the permanent coach? If not, what do you think will take for him to become the permanent coach? And if he happens to make the playoffs, does that all but guarantee it? Q, I'll start with you.
What does he need? He makes the playoffs. I don't think there's no way that you can let him go. I just think he needs to have him come out and be disciplined, and just win. I mean, at the end of the day, if he wins 2 more games the rest of the season, he'll obviously be done. But if we make the playoffs and we're right there. We're like a game out to win the division. You know, so if he comes and we can win a division and make the playoffs, I think, yeah, there's no way you can let him go.
No way.
All right. Omar, what do you think?
I have to definitely agree with Q. Like I was saying, hey, this is their interview, especially ICB.
Right.
You know what I mean? If ICB comes in, have these players whole and sound out there with, you know what I mean, with Fist of Fury on Sunday, and then continue that, I mean, why wouldn't you want to keep them, man? If you can lead an organization out of chaos and succeed, you got my vote. I'm gonna tell you that much. You know what I mean? And so yeah, that's what I was saying. You know, and if he can get the players, get their minds back, you know, and correct. Of course, like I said, before all of this, we had an offensive line problem. Get that cleaned up and do all of that. Oh hell yeah, ICB all the way.
ICB, Mighty Thor, what do you think?
I honestly believe that he can get us to the playoffs, and if he does, he has to stay, and he'll just be Coach B then. I really do. I think that some, like, to me, the biggest issue we have on offense has been our red zone, and they say that John Gruden was the one calling the red zone plays. He's so damn conservative. He's so 1990s, and that's what was killing us. So now, if interim Coach B just comes in and is like, man, go ahead, Olsen, go ahead, Derek Carr. I'd love to see Derek Carr call plays. I mean, to me, Derek Carr's job is almost a little bit on the line too. So if he gets a little play calling duties in there and they do something, then maybe everyone's a winner. Everyone's a winner. He can just be Coach B next year when we end the season 12-5 or something and go to the playoffs, like you said. And all of us, we're 3-2 right now. It's not like we're 1-4 and we're like, we're done anyway. Well, we're 3-2, man. You win the next 2-3 games that are very winnable games, like we all said, and then all of a sudden we're 6-2. Like, oh yeah, we about to do this thing here again. So let me done, Coach B. If you listen to him,
I think he could do it.
People fired up. He had me fired up listening to him.
Let's play this little piece. I don't know what year this is from, but you know, it was definitely. Can we hear it?
How many years, LP? It's moving fast now. The time is moving fast. How many years, Zach Martin? We won a championship yet? No. You won one yet, Whit? No. It's fucking moving. The time is moving. How many years, Orlando? 10. The time is moving. Like that. Stand still for fucking no one. Well, you know what you got tomorrow? You got a chance and an opportunity and time to play the fucking game. To do what you love to do. And somehow, some way, you got yourself healthy enough to play in the fucking game. That's it. You play this game, it's a grind. It's hard. You gotta love every second of it or get the fuck out.
Woo!
Get the fuck out. Don't do it.
That sounds like one of my old coaches.
There's ICB right there. ICB coming.
Yeah.
No, I agree.
Woo!
With that speech,
Put me up, coach. Put me
right?
up.
No,
Ready.
that's how
go.
I felt.
Let's
That's
go.
how I felt. Now, with hearing that and hearing him speak today from the heart, I'm ready. I think he could take us.
Can you imagine Derek Carr in that room?
Every time.
Hey,
right.
Better jump on board and figure it out.
Right. I like it. I'm fired up. I want the Raiders of the past. Let's toughen up. Let's get this going. You can't handle. You want to talk about locker room talk, and people excuse locker room talk for this
toxic,
degrading,
toxic degrading. But to me, this is locker room talk. This is keeping it real. This is the kind of locker room talk that I want. This is like, let's go. That's how they be. People are babied. You know what? Let's get this. Let's get fired up. Let's get mean. We always talk about this. Don't help people up. You're not on your team. Don't help them up. Step over them. Step on them. Accidentally spit on them.
Run through them. Run over them. Let's go, man. I am 100%. That's real.
And I will say this, and this might be an unpopular opinion, but I've always said about Gruden. To me, he was always fake tough with the snarl and the way he spoke. I personally didn't really believe the toughness behind it.
He's like a
and to me,
used car salesman. He has a used car salesman feel
That's what
about it.
Keyshawn called him. Yeah.
I find offense to that. Salespeople aren't. Yeah, I find offense to that.
The used car salesman,
I'm offended.
not
Hey, Angela, sign me up. I got another complaint I'm sending.
Oh Lord.
Oh man, I'm going down now too.
I'm going to take all your complaints seriously. I will review them and I will keep you posted. But just know there will be no consistency, and I also can be bought. I like
Oh,
tequila.
I got alcohol behind me. Hey.
Salespeople have rights and feelings.
Hey, I believe everybody's on notice. I'm not sure if Carr has a contract next year.
I actually heard he didn't sign an extension.
Stalled. Yeah, he wants
Right.
to stall it till
Right.
after the
You don't
season.
want to sign it during the season.
Not during the season, right?
Yeah.
So,
Well, he's regretting
need
that now.
some-
He
yeah.
should have signed that last week because he might be out.
Yeah.
hey, these next 12 games are real big for him.
Yeah.
It's real big for the coaching staff, whoever Gruden brought in. It's real big for everybody because you don't know how this is going to go. You don't know
Right.
if interim coach B is going to keep the job. You don't know if the man next to you is going to be cut. If people, we don't know. Everybody needs to be on notice, and hopefully that brings some good play to the field.
Right.
I think everybody will be on notice for a while. There's always good behavior after someone gets caught doing something.
I'm talking about we need some wins. We need some touchdowns and some interceptions.
Right. Oh, yeah.
Some
I think,
sacks.
And I think the team's ready too. They're going to go out there and prove something.
Some yards
That's
on
what
the
I'm
running,
saying.
running game.
Right.
Sunday is
Right.
so huge
Definitely.
for us. Oh man, Sunday is so huge for us. We need to come out and show that heart. Be fired up like interim coach B. Get each other's back. Hit people hard, like you said. Get up and look at them and just walk over them and go back to, you know what I'm saying? Just be more man than them next week and just have that attitude about you. Let's go, man. I'm fired up just listening to them. I'm ready.
Right.
I'm glad. I feel confident right now. Let's go.
I liked it.
Definitely.
Mm.
Definitely.
Makes me wonder, why Khalil Mack and Marshawn, maybe they got rid of because they knew about Gruden, and they're just like, Gruden knows these two aren't going to put up with this. It's like, you're out. So, I said Gruden purposely, so y'all drink.
Gruden.
So maybe he just knew we need to get rid of them because they're not going to put up with it.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I don't know.
They could.
I like that move because I think Sharif hit the nail on the head on a bunch of different topics. When he talked about Khalil Mack, Marquette King, Gruden didn't even meet these dudes and was trading them and cutting them and the whole Marshawn thing. It just
I agree 100% what Sharif said tonight.
Tonight.
I'm gonna put that out there. I love
it. I think we got another complaint filed. What'd you say, Mother Moon?
Oh, I love you, Sharif.
No, you better keep watching that section.
Oh no! Now we not only gonna get.
I can't say
from
that on the
staff,
job.
Now we're gonna get complaints from the fans. Oh my goodness! I'm gonna turn her mic off. Don't you worry. No, I'm kidding.
And when Spicy starts flipping people off, we all gonna write a complaint.
Yeah,
we see that.
No comment. No comment.
Okay, I gotta watch myself.
All right, guys. Anything else?
I'm just excited.
No. Let's just go.
Win,
I think
baby.
Let's
just win, baby. Just win,
Yeah,
baby,
just
man.
win.
I just want to know. I just want everyone to know. I know there's a lot of different views, a lot of everything, but everyone needs to respect and understand. My view is different than your view. My view is different than Q's, Angela's, Omar's. It's different than my wife's, my mom's, my dad's, whatever it may be. That's what makes us people. I mean, so listen to people's views, understand them, know that they're not going to be the exact same as yours, and let's move on. I heard someone say earlier, I saw in the chat earlier, someone said Gruden's gone now. Let's move on and let's win some games. That's it. It's over. No one's bigger than the team. Gruden's not bigger than the team. Derek Carr is not bigger than the team. No one's bigger than the team. We're not bigger than the team. So let's go out here, get some wins, get fired up, and let's get it back on track, man. Just win,
Sure,
baby.
sure. We real Raider fans. We're not finna go cry in the car. Next man up, next coach up. Let's go get it.
Right, exactly. I mean, we've been through this. We've been through this kind of stuff. I mean, it's ain't nothing new. I mean, this life, we go through this.
Yeah.
For sure.
I mean, we've had coaches fired after the first 2 games, after the 4th game. I mean, it's kind of like he got fired. It's just, it's a different circumstance, but
we got coaches
I
fired.
feel like
because
we're
they said we ain't
numb
losers
to
no
it
more
all.
'cause we went to 8-8.
numb to it all, right? Yeah.
Numb to it all. Yeah, like
Right.
I kind of felt that way after the Bears game. I was like, oh, did we win? No? Okay. Anywhere good to go dancing? Like,
right.
Raider fans are used to adversity.
Well, no, it's like I used to get upset about it and it would bother me and the whole thing. And I was just like, all right.
It still bothers me, but where
It
the
bothers,
grits
sure. Yeah, no, you're not happy about it, but it's
Yeah,
not
well,
like,
I feel you. I got you.
it's a different, it's a different sense of it all. Like,
Right.
I don't know. Just
Can I
feel
say
better.
one thing though? We need more Raider fans at the game. Come on, y'all. I saw way too many damn Bears fans. I'm still like, I mean, I could not drink that away. It was just not enough alcohol to replace that feeling. That for me was that was the first time that's ever happened in my life. It was more Bears fans than there was Miami fans or Baltimore fans. That can never happen again. Come on,
that was
y'all.
awful, awful. Like,
Let's make sure when we're selling tickets, we asking, are you a Raider fan? Hey, take it from our old coach. Discriminate a bit.
No, Omar, I was looking around to tell people, because I thought, remember we discussed it from the first game that some Raider fans didn't know you're supposed to be quiet yet. It's a learning curve, new fans. So I'm turning around and look at people that say, you got it.
Shut the
and then
fuck
I'm like,
those are Bears fans.
Those are Bears
They're
fans.
all Bears.
But then I looked out for my section to kind of look around. Literally, the entire side of the stadium that was the Bears side of the stadium was all Bears, and it was loud.
It was loud because I was watching it on the TV. I was watching on TV, and I'm like, they haven't learned yet. Why are they being so loud? But not until I heard after it was, filled with Bears fans.
I was sitting in the new black hole, and it looked like the orange hole. I was a little embarrassed. I'm like, this is the fucking black hole, y'all. And
so Omar, this is so that was your first game, right? And we were we were on live and we were discussing this, and you were like, "Oh, it looked good to me on TV,"
right?
And we were like, "No." So it's hard. So you got the sense of it. So we weren't lying.
I'm still suffering. I'm like,
can I say this? And I know this is an unpopular opinion, but whatever. Who cares?
Get the paper and pencil out to write her up.
I know. Look, I'll try to be as positive as possible.
I
I try to be positive as possible, but I gotta keep it real sometimes. Okay.
Here we go. Go ahead.
It made me not like being in there. I didn't like it. It put me in a mood. I didn't like it. I was like, I have no desire to really come back here. And of course I'm gonna go back, but I'm not like I can't wait to the next game. It felt sad. It felt somber. It felt dark. It didn't have the right vibe. I didn't like the atmosphere. I was just like, I'm not sure I'm really liking being in here.
We need help.
How was the concert?
We need
the concert
help.
was good. The concert was cool.
We need fans to know when they come here, their team is going to get whipped, and we need us fans to bring our butts to games.
Man,
I'm serious. We gotta work on that. Like somehow, when you're selling your tickets,
That's the problem, though.
No, Omar.
There's corporations selling tickets.
But also,
I know,
Omar.
man.
Omar, so when I went to the Monday night game, the guy, man, shout out to the I can't even remember his name this second, I'm drawing a blank, but he made sure that I was a Raider fan.
Yeah.
Him and his wife had about 4 to 6 season tickets, but he was like, I'm only selling these tickets to Raider fans. Are you really a Raider
more of
fan?
that.
So
We
shout
need
out to
just
him.
we might have some growing pains and learnings from this season. And we gotta find a way to support each other. You know what I mean?
Okay, I'm gonna give my side now, and you guys have heard it before.
Yeah.
I get where you're coming from, and I'll do my best. However, the Raiders decided to move. They
Right.
decided to choose the city they moved to. They knew it was a destination city.
Right.
They don't have any care in the world of who's in those stands. They just want to make sure that they're filled and they're making money. So I actually think it's a little unfair to put that burden on us as season ticket holders to fill that stadium. If the Raiders were so concerned with that, then they would do certain things about it. And we can go round and round about it, but I don't think it's
Now that
like
now
our
that Oakland is about to
responsibility.
lose, now that Oakland is about to lose all their teams, all
Yeah.
their sports teams, I
Right.
I don't think it was just the Raiders anymore.
Sure. No, it was. I
No,
never
it
thought it
wasn't.
was just the Raiders, by the way, and that's a
I
whole different
did.
conversation.
No, but Andrew,
I know it's Libby Shaft was the.
Yeah,
I,
it
don't
was-
even get me started on her because I'm gonna get
Right.
censored and I'm gonna get culture canceled. I don't even think I'm allowed on like government property in Oakland because I'm banned from talking so much shit to her. Like honestly. So yeah, I'm definitely not saying that. However, the Raiders knew what they were getting into, so I think it's unfair to say, hey, it's just up to Raiders season ticket holders to black that place out. They knew what they were getting into.
Right. See,
Yeah.
I love
As a
them
destination
more
place,
but I
absolutely.
also know that's never going to happen ever. And we knew this was going to happen with
We
this.
know this is
I
big
got faith
business.
in Raider
It's gonna
fans. We
continue to
gonna
happen.
get it together.
Hey,
Get it
I'm gonna be real with you. I don't know if you walked down. I know you walked down some during the tailgate. You was there for most of the time though. But when I
Who,
walked
me
down,
or
there was
Omar?
full on bear tailgates out there. I mean,
Who? I didn't see
full-on
that.
bear tailgates.
Hey, it was crazy, man. Walking out of there, I was surrounded by Bears fans. I mean, they were everywhere.
That just
man.
ain't
I was
right.
like, Jesus
And,
Christ.
and the thing is, from what I remember, Bears fans don't even travel well. Wait till it's
Right.
Kansas City and Philly and Pittsburgh and like.
Yeah. I get it. And I'm not trying, and I'm just
Oh
gonna
my
say
God.
that.
All I'm
Philly,
saying,
the next
I'm not
game
putting the
is gonna be
burden.
awful.
I'm just saying, have the conversations. Let's
Hey.
start it now. I'm not
Hey.
saying don't sell your ticket, but if you can, make sure it's a Raider fan. That's all. You know what I mean?
We
Like,
try our
hey,
best.
but
We
look,
try.
you gotta think of it like this. If everybody's trying to do that,
Can
it
I
makes
say real
our
quick?
experience better.
Can I here? This is a perfect time for a plug. If you want that place not blood oranged out when Kansas City
Ugh.
comes to town,
Ugh.
you want to make sure you black it out. I'm challenging the viewers to take responsibility too because I have a raffle going on for the Kansas City
What?
game.
You don't say.
3 tickets, $15 a spot, 100 spots. We're about half sold out. So you get 3 tickets. If you want to go to that game, go
you
to
know
the
I'll
Spicy
get a
Radio
couple.
Girl page.
So,
All right, there you go. There you
Yeah.
go. See, there you go.
hey,
And if
hey,
you can't use all
all
3
I'm
tickets,
saying,
keep 2 and sell the other, and then you get your $15 back. You know.
Sounds like a good plan.
all
Tell me,
I'm
Q.
saying, all I'm saying is, if you're a season ticket holder, which I'm not, and shout out to everybody that bought season tickets, and you can do whatever the hell you want to do with your tickets.
Right.
But if you sell them to other teams' fans, just please, I don't want to hear you complain about
Don't
other teams'
complain.
fans being
That's
in the
right.
building.
That's
That's all.
That's right.
That's all.
That's all.
Which we don't.
Yeah, that's all.
Or we haven't.
Well, I'm gonna keep
Yeah, we
complaining
talking
about
about.
it.
Hey, maybe
That's only
we
2. What
start-
about the
hey,
other
hold
1,000?
on. I'm gonna throw an idea out there because I love ideas.
Is it
Maybe
complaining or are we
we-
just reporting the news?
Maybe we find
Oh,
Maybe we find
That was
like
a good
Raider
steer.
only fans ticket exchange or something like that. We might be the founding members or something like that, man. You know what I mean?
Well, they
Raider
have that
fan
on
to Raider
Facebook.
fan
They,
ticket
they have
exchange.
that on Facebook.
Well,
They do
boom.
have
There
it.
you go. We got to
Well,
start
there it is.
promoting them then.
There
Big
we go. We
time.
got look. We have somebody here that wants to. It looks like besides Q that wants to get in on the raffle. I don't know if you can click on this link, but I will put it in. Maybe you could at least copy and paste it.
Scotty Waddy?
Find me on Facebook. There's the link right there.
Who is what?
What in the world?
my bad.
That was you?
Yeah, that was me. My
I was
bad.
like trying to think. I was like, who got the
does that have-
baby mobile ringtone?
Let me call that little circus thing that goes around
I
the
know,
horses, right?
Oh well, don't even get me started on how I'm gonna go there. Anyway, there's the link. Scott and Q, of course, you know how to find me. And anybody
Right.
else, if you want to go to Facebook to enter the raffle, go there. All the instructions are there. And then, there'll be one less blood orange Ronald McDonald looking like color up in those stands if you win.
Right.
And winning
Yeah.
would make it easy because I swear to God, I would enjoy clowning all those damn Bears fans if we would have had the W. So that's the other part. We gotta win. People need to know when they come to Vegas, they're gonna get an L.
By the way, okay. Win or lose, I was still screaming Raiders every one of those people's faces as I was walking through.
Oh yeah. But
no, this is the great part though. They were just like, like I was expecting them to say like, "Well, we won at least." Like you better shut like something. They're just like.
I saw a meme like that somebody was yelling Raiders, and someone said, "You know he lost." I don't care, man. Raiders, all that.
I got into several jaw-jacking sessions on my way walking back to one of the casinos. So you know what I mean? They were just a little bit. I'm like, dude, come on, what's your record? Oh, I was shutting them down big time. That's what I'm saying. I was still jaw-jacking, but it would have been a lot sweeter if I had a W. I'd have been throwing that W like ninja stars. You know what I'm saying? So,
we're going to keep talking, but you're right. We really let
it's sweeter with a W behind you.
I was in Denver one time for the first Monday night. We had Hugh Jackson. And when Sebastian kicked that big, long field goal, we won that game. The Donkey fans hated me and my partners. Hated it. And they had us hell outnumbered. It's 70,000 of them. It was probably about 5,000 of us. They hated us.
Good.
Sound like a good night.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was great. Yeah, it was a great night.
Right? I don't need any more friends. I have all the friends I need.
I got all the ones, exactly.
Which is about 10. I'm good with that. And I'm not even ashamed that my favorite's only 6 years old. We good. So slide me that ticket. So you got into the raffle. There's no sliding going on here.
Hey, Reef, I see you're back. I hope you're not filing charges on Mama Moon.
Hey!
Sexual harassment. Oh my Lord.
Don't tell him what to file.
Oh, what is he back?
I'm leaking it to the media.
Okay. It wasn't me. I wasn't there. I don't just heard somebody say something. I have no idea what it was.
What else? Let's see. Are there any interesting comments in here? I'm sure there are. Let me just read through.
I'm sure. There seemed like there was a lot of comments.
There's a lot.
I was trying to keep up and I couldn't.
I know. We appreciate you all. We try to get to as many.
Definitely. Thank you guys, man. I love it.
A lot of Raiders Lakers said they'll be at every game. They'll do their part.
Yeah. There you go.
That's it.
There you go.
Yeah,
Girl, tell them the story about when we
Raiders
went
are so
to
loud, they can't
the
take
Eagles
it anymore.
and yelling
Trust me,
Raiders.
We all do, brother. We be losing our voice out there for show. Let's go. Let's go. You know, it's not many. It's not that many of us though like that. But we appreciate you. We appreciate you for sure.
That's right.
You're gonna wear on everybody else though. It's just it's only game. We only had 2 games in there.
3.
With fans.
Huh?
3.
With fans. We only had a couple games in there with fans.
3.
Has it been 3 already?
Ravens,
3 besides the
Miami, and the
preseason.
Bears.
Seattle was the preseason if you count that one. So 4.
Yeah.
Preseason though.
You right? Yeah, don't count.
Well, we all have to fly in. I think the airlines are getting wise to that. So,
Hey, don't even start talking about the airlines, man.
Airlines are so
That's
we all got to
Southwest
take the
thing.
train.
I heard about that.
And I still wait, hold on. Hey, let's get positive vibes going because I still got to take Southwest home, y'all.
I got a positive vibe for you. I got a positive vibe, and correct me if I'm wrong.
Tell me.
I believe the Raiders already have matched their home wins from last year.
Amen. That's true. That's true.
There you go.
Is that a positive?
Yeah, they've won.
No, I'm just you said it. I'm just like, what?
Yeah, we were 2-6 at home last year, right?
That way when I really drop, that way when I really want to drop the shit talking, like it balances it out a little
It's
bit.
like, but I had a positive last week.
Oh my god.
We have to give you a couple points.
Oh, okay. I know.
For every 5 positive comments, I get to really drop one. Like,
Okay.
All right. I'm about even. No, but it's true. I mean, that's an improvement. We're all happy.
Definitely.
That's good.
It's not an improvement yet. We still have to win one more.
All right.
Touche. Look at Thor. See now, look, he's throwing the
Don't
shade.
get scared. Don't get scared.
They're
got
gonna get
this.
one more. Come on, they have to. They
I
have
hope
to.
so. The Eagles might be the most winnable one of it next week, but we're going to be completely outnumbered in that game. You thought this Bear game was bad. Next Sunday, the Eagle game is going to be way worse.
I will say this though, at least I think a lot of them will be wearing black. So they'll be disguised.
Unless they're getting the memo.
And dark green, right. It's not going to be as noticeable when the Ronald McDonald Circus comes to town. You know what I mean?
That's true. That's true.
True that.
That's
So there's
true.
that. Woo.
So we'll see.
That's
man.
a lot.
What's
It
a lot?
is.
All of this is a lot.
All this
This week was a
It's
lot.
just
I'm sorry. This week
I
was
think
a lot. From my flights to the things releasing about the team, the coach, the game. It was a lot. I'm like, damn. You
So if
know?
anyone
It
has
happened so
10
quick.
hours in them, we could all take the train together. No, the train does go straight, right?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, okay, forget
But
it.
I don't
then.
really know.
Dottie would. Okay.
Yeah. So actually, I never intended to go to this last game. I went to the Chargers game.
Yes.
So I drove because I had to stay in LA for work, and my intent was to just drive back. Like that's 4.5, 5 hours, no big deal.
Yeah.
But after my shoot, I decided it was going to be a good idea to go hang out in the desert. So I ended up in La
Palm
Quinta,
Springs.
Palm
Oh.
Springs area. Then I'm like, well, I'm really close to Vegas. Why not?
She's
Why
all,
not?
I'm really close. I know. I'm like, just
Okay.
you're like 99% there. Just go.
I know. So I ended up in Vegas, but these were all 4 to 2 to 4 hour increments, and I
Right.
was dreading the 9-hour drive home.
Right.
However,
How was
I
it?
will
It was
say,
brutal.
however, it was pretty good. This is my sales pitch here.
That's what's up.
If Southwest is a nightmare, it was actually a beautiful ride. The mountains were beautiful, the scenery was beautiful, the weather was great. I was by myself, but I had a lot of people calling me, so I had good conversation, I had good music, and it actually went by really quickly. So I would say if Southwest is not an option, let's carpool.
Road
Let's hit
trip.
the road.
Huh?
Let's carpool. Let's do it.
Okay, we can do that. And
Wait,
actually, you were
wait,
asking
wait,
people who
wait,
wanted
wait.
to ride with you.
Didn't we always say, we were thinking about getting us like a big ass For Life RV?
A bus.
Yes.
I'm gonna bring that
Yes.
up. I'm just saying.
Yes.
We talked about it a little bit. You know, we might have to run that back. I don't know. Gotta start looking for some RVs.
The problem is, I think who's going to be the
Who
driver?
will be the driver?
right?
Yep.
I'll be the driver the
Oh,
first
y'all
leg.
are some drunks. Exactly.
Yeah. I mean, I did have to stay an extra day. There was no coming home on Monday.
Right.
No.
I did have to stay
No.
the extra day. So thank you, Thor and Melissa, for that, for letting me hang out. Thor and I literally, I'm hyperactive. I don't know if you guys know I'm hyperactive. I
You don't
I
say.
can't stay,
No, I
I
know
can't
nothing
stay
about
still
that.
for very long. But Thor and I literally sat in his backyard for 6 hours straight. And I had
No, we
never
were
been more content.
We were hurt. We were
Oh,
just-
man, it's
Wait,
so
you
still
sat
up
for
there.
6 hours?
I was, oh yeah, just chill.
I've never seen that before.
No, yeah, no, and it was perfect. It was everything.
Thank you, Thor.
Yeah, right.
People were
Right.
tired, man. It was a rough day on Sunday, man. We
Right.
just-
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Good
So
Lord.
before we go out, because I know you're getting ready to
Yep, we're
wrap
wrapping
everything up, I
soon.
do want to, if you have the information on Ray Fosse, I don't know if everyone has
Oh
heard.
man, rest in peace, Ray Fosse. Yes.
Oh,
Yeah,
what?
he is our Q. You didn't hear? He is our
Oh.
Oakland legend here.
Longtime
Tell
A's
us.
broadcaster Ray Fosse dies after 16-year battle with cancer. He recently gave his position as announcer because of this, and he was 74 years old. And even though he battled this for so long, I think he just recently announced it. Like, it
Yeah,
was
I
very, it was
didn't know
very,
that.
very,
remember
it was
that.
very private. It was very private, and I want to say he announced it, like, I could be wrong, maybe even just like 6 months ago.
If that, yeah.
Wasn't that long
Yeah,
ago
right.
at all, yeah.
So to the fans, even though he battled it for so long and we never knew, like, this is sudden.
It is, because he showed up. He gave his
I loved
commentary.
him.
I did too.
thought-
I loved his voice.
I know,
Yeah,
it's
it's
like it's kind of like it's comforting. It's home for us A's fans. That's something we're used to hearing.
Right.
And then, when that goes away, you're just it's definitely a loss, not only in like the physical meaning, but just a loss in not hearing and not
Right.
being there, even though he was, when he was still alive. So yeah,
Yeah. So he will be missed. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace, Red Fosse.
Shout out to Ray Fosse.
Oakland fans, fans of Oakland, Oakland Aids, Oakland area will definitely know about that. So,
Okay.
all right, everybody. I'm just gonna wrap again and kind of reiterate. Let's be kind to one another. Let's learn from this. Let's learn from this. We all have different opinions. Some people want to forgive and forget. Some people want to hang him and everything in
And
between.
some people are on his team.
Right. Well, that's what. Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. So let's just respect each other's opinions. I just want to say again, be kind to my dude, little Chucky Gruden.
Little
Like I
Chuck.
say, he's a young man. He's 6 years old. Not even a man.
Just turned six.
He's a kid. Okay. This is a child. He's 6 years old. He doesn't understand what's happening. So he knows nothing. The only thing he knows is how he expresses his fandism. I always say that word. I don't know if it's a word, but as little Chucky. And so to take that away from him and take it away from him so abruptly, I think is unfair to him. So if you see him out there, be kind to him. Please don't make him the butt of your jokes on Twitter and Instagram and all that stuff. Treat people how you want to be treated, or if you don't want to be treated appropriately, treat people how you want your mom to be treated. Treat people how you want your wife to be treated, your sister,
children,
your own children, and
Absolutely.
all of that. So we still Raider Nation. There's still much love. There's still one love.
Let's act like a family.
Let's act-
And he's our little
Let's act
family
like a
guy.
family.
We are an extremely dysfunctional family, but we still family.
Right,
You know?
right. Straight up.
That's right. That's right. All right. Well, you know the drill. You know the drill, because we go out one way and only one way.
Our story. Yes, I represent the nation. Our story. Yes, I represent that nation. Our story. Raider Nation, our story. That's right. And I'm with Spicy Girl and that Mother Moon. La Familia. My door and a quiet Q. Super Hood. Omar. On the grill. And the B-Lot. 3 amigos. 4 brothers. Mr. Nicely Seasoned. What's the mariachis without Senior Raider? Representing just like the beginning Oakland Raider. Darlene and the Raider home.
What about
Little Chucky Gruden, my boss.
Black Eyes.
We're tailgaters. And it began on an autumn day. Right here in the OAK. California dreaming in that golden state. Alameda County right here in the Bay. And you could find me on that east side, yo. Representing that east side, oh. But no matter what, we represent the shield. Just like Anna in the band club Emeryville. Dedicated to the nation. Our story, our story. Dedicated to the nation. Our story, our story. Dedicated to the nation. Our story, our story. Raider Nation. Our story, our story. Yo, representing silver and the black, Mr. Matter of Fact, yo, is here. Without showing any pity, from Oakland to Los Angeles to Vegas, all the way to Mexico City. And I represent that nation. Our story, our story. Yes, I represent the nation. Our story, our story. Yes, I represent that nation. Our story. Raider Nation, our story. Yo, this is my story and I represent it with the pride and the poise commitment to that excellence. I represent with noise. This is how I do it. The silver and the black, and I come into the track and I represent it. Matter of fact. And I'm cruising around with Hollywood Raider all around the town, and I just found out Raider Savage on the interstate. Raider de la Baja.
Hey, what is up?
Woo!
We back. We have, I know, hold on. I know we're about to go out. Hold on. Moon, can I get your mic?
Yep.
All right. So, don't leave us yet. Hold on a second. Hold on. Thank you. All right. We almost were wrapping here. Are you there? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Oh my goodness, we have Lil Chucky himself.
Chucky, what's happening?
Hi, Thor.
Hey,
Hi, Thor.
what's happening, little homie? Man, let's go. Keep screaming Raiders, baby.
Oh, look, he's yelling. He's yelling, yeah. Hi, Mother Moon. Hi, Mother Moon. I can hear you.
He can hear. Lil Chucky, I'm wearing your shirt tonight. Did you see?
I know you are. I love it.
Oh, you're welcome. You are welcome. We have Quiet Q here as well. We have Lil
Hey.
Chucky called in.
Hi, Q.
Hi, he says hi, Q.
Hey, what's up, little Chucky?
What's up, Lil?
Hi, Quiet Q.
Hi, Quiet Q. He says.
Hey, what's happening? What's up, young man?
How's everybody?
How's everybody? He says we are so good. We love you so much, and we can't wait to see you at all the games, yelling Raiders.
Okay, I'll try my best. I'll yell Raiders for all of the Raider fans.
Oh, we love
Raiders,
you.
baby. Keep stringing
You're
them
getting
Raiders.
so much love in the chat line. Raider Vanessa says hi, Julian. Raiders. With Scotty Waddy? Scotty Waddy says what's up. Raiders Squid. What's up, people? Raiders Squid says what's up. Of course, Mother Moon. We love you. Everybody loves you, Lil Chucky.
I know.
I know. Are you going to the Denver game?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Oh,
Okay,
good.
represent out there for it.
I'm not going to this one, no. But I know you're going to represent, and I'll look for you on TV.
Okay.
Okay.
Definitely represent. Let them know.
I can hear you when I see you on TV. I can hear you.
You can really hear me?
I could really hear you. I saw you and I saw
That's
you.
awesome.
I know. I was so excited.
I know.
All the way from
Aw.
Oakland, I heard you.
I can't wait to meet you, Thor.
Oh.
I know, little homie. Next time you're out here in Vegas, for sure.
Okay.
Right, most
Let's
definitely.
go. Let's go.
And you too, Quiet Q.
And you too, Quiet Q.
Yeah. Next time I get out there, I hope to see you.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
definitely.
And maybe we can take a picture.
Oh,
Definitely got to take a
For
picture.
sure, for sure.
Most definitely.
Yep.
Yep.
I'm ready. I can't wait.
We can't wait. All right. We love you, Lil Chucky. And we
I
will
love you too.
Thank you.
I
We'll
love
see
you
you.
all.
Tell me.
I love you all.
Oh, we all
Love
love
you back,
Back
man.
at you, little Chuck.
you. All right. Hey, Julian. Lil Chucky.
Yes?
Sorry, Lil Chucky. You got to go out with us. Ready? Because we go out one way and only
only
one
one
way.
Our story, our story. Yes, I represent the nation. Our story, our story. Yes, I represent that nation. Our story. Raider Nation, our story. That's right. And I'm with Spicy Girl and that Mother Moon. La Familia. Mighty Thor and a Quiet Q. Super Hood. Omar. On the grill. And the B-Lot. Three amigos. Four brothers. Mr. Nicely seasoned. What's the mariachis without Senior Raider? Representing just like the beginning Oakland Raider. Darlene and the Raider home. What about Little Chucky Gruded, my boss. Black Eyes. We're tailgaters. And it began on an autumn day. Right here in the OAK. California dreaming in that golden state. Alameda County right here in the Bay. And you could find me on that east side, yo. Representing that east side, oh. But no matter what, we represent the shield. Just like Anna in the band club Emeryville. Dedicated to the nation. Our story, our story. Dedicated to the nation. Our story, our story. Dedicated to the nation. Our story, our story. Raider Nation. Our story, our story. Yo, representing silver and the black, Mr. Matter of Fact, yo, is here. Without showing any pity from Oakland to Los Angeles to Vegas, all the way to Mexico City. And I represent that nation. Our story, our story. Yes, I represent the nation. Our story, our story. Yes, I represent that nation. Our story. Raider Nation. our story. Yo, this is my story and I represent it with the pride and the poor commitment to that excellence. I represent with noise. This is how I do it. The Dutch silver and the black, and I come into the track and I represent it. Matter of fact. And I'm cruising around with Hollywood Raider all around the town, and I just found out Raider Savage on the interstate. Raider de la Baja, yeah, orale. So get over here, cause we representing now. And that I don't win is a favorite. They gotta win is a breeze. They gotta win is a race. Dedicated to the nation. Our story, our story. Dedicated to the nation. Our story, our story. Dedicated to the nation. Our story, our story. Nation. Our story, our story. Yo, representing silver and the black, Mr. Matter of Fact, yo, is here. Without showing any pity, from Oakland to Los Angeles to Vegas, all the way to Mexico City. And I represent that nation. Our story. Yes, I represent the nation. Our story. Yes, I represent that nation. Our story. Raider Nation. That's right, Mr. Matter of Fact is here.